Damps.
What's poppin'? So guys, this is a reaction video to the Random Order podcast. They recently dropped a podcast about $100 haircut. And they really disrespected the barber game on another level. And as a barber watching that podcast, like I couldn't help but laugh, but I couldn't help but cringe at the same time because, yeah, it hurt. It hurt, especially from guys who are always fresh. You know what I mean? They always got the sharp lineup. They always got the waves laid down. The beard's on point. And for them to not see, you know what? It's nobody's fault. Let's just watch the video, and I'm going to address the cringiest moments for me as a barber in this podcast.
I was about to ask you guys, when you start seeing your hair receding, like what's your realistically what are you guys doing?
Nickelodeon.
Yo, oh man, I think it's when you keep cutting your hair, that's when you be going bald. You see my hair length right now, right? If I go hold this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You aged or something, nigga?
You got options now. If you're going bald, or if you're starting to thin out, we got Boost Hair Fiber. Boost Hair Fiber, and we got the texture spray to hold it. Now, if you have a beard, again, you can use a texture spray, but we also got the beard oil with the Boost Hair Fiber, or the beard balm with the Boost Hair Fiber. The Boost Hair Fiber, www.damps.ca. You get a full kit, and you're good to go. You're good to go. So you don't got to worry about that receding hairline. Now, if it gets really bad, make sure the mic's still on. If it gets really bad, we got hair units. And let me just pull up a video, but as you can see, the hair units, they come in wavy form, they come in curly form, they come in straight hair, all types of colors. So they're balding or being bald in 2020 into the future is absolutely a choice. It is no longer something that you have to settle for. Balding is a choice. Okay, let's continue.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yo, sometimes when you're combing your hair, you're brushing your hair, and you're just seeing everything fall out.
And you're like, what is
this is me?
Yeah, you have bare hair in the sink all the time.
Oh my god, yeah, just my beard hair just falls out like all the time. That's just whatever.
But you put me on like not like base picking.
Don't pick your hair.
Don't fully extend.
I don't pick my hair.
Do a base pick. This guy said don't. Yeah, this guy said don't pick your hair out.
I don't pick my hair. I don't pick my hair.
Do you pick your beard though?
Huh?
Pick your beard?
I stopped. I started like combing it.
Nah, bro. You just do a base pick. Like,
what's a base pick?
Who got to pick on them? Nobody. So instead of going like this and coming all the way out, let's go like this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I like that.
Show him a base pick.
That's too deep.
I'm saying, you're good.
That's a base pick. That's a base pick.
I'm gonna just quickly why, like I base pick for my curls to make my curls kind of lift at the root, so they're just a little more. There's a little more volume in there, but when you're picking your hair, you should actually go from tip of the hair down to the root. So you start off at the edges. So you start at the top part and you just loosen it up a bit, loosen it up a bit, loosen it up a bit. And then as you gradually go, you can take out those knots at the top and you work your way down until eventually you can just completely go through it. The reason base picking doesn't make sense for your beard or for your hair is because, yeah, you can massage your scalp with the pick and just kind of lift a little bit, but at the top parts of your hair, if it's knotted, what ends up happening is the hair ends up drying out and the hair dies. And when the hair dies, what ends up happening is the end of the hair splits. So when it splits, the hair kind of, look, imagine this is a hair. Splits at the top and then it just continues to split because it's dry. Until you have two hairs that are not going to, one hair that's separated into two hairs, and they're not going to grow anymore because they're absolutely dead. They're dead down to the root. So that is why base picking doesn't make sense. And that is why if you have a beard, you need beard oil or you need beard balm. You need to stay moisturized. And that's why we use beard oil. That's why we use beard balm. Plus it smells really good.
So I'm leaving the cut now, and then fucking I'm walking out, and one barber starts whispering to my barber, like, and I'm like getting ready to pay, and I'm just like, just checking myself, like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Oh, no.
And he starts like whispering. He's like, okay. Yo, Trey, sit down. I was like, what the fuck? And like, he just missed something on my domes. And then ever since that day, I'm like, yo, how many other days have you let me go? I wouldn't know. I'm not looking at the back of my domes, bro.
Yo,
like,
you know what gets me? Barbers don't be knowing, bro.
Bro, when the barber, like,
You get a good haircut from your barber, cool, sick. But then the days where they're like, yo, let me get a pic, and then they're fixed. You're like, oh, get a pic. Okay, I can take a picture of me, no problem. Yeah. Sick it up and to make sure this is in line, this is perfect. I'm like, bro, why are you not always doing that?
Every day do this.
The thing is, when you take pictures, when you pull a camera up at somebody's haircut, you see a lot of things that the naked eye doesn't see. And what ends up happening is you're trying to find that perfect angle, but then you realize that you've forgotten some spots on the haircut to make it actually perfect. So that's why you'll see barbers, when the camera comes out, they'll start rearranging things, moving things around, pull out the clipper, clean up a little bit, because there's a lot of like little things that were missed when by the naked eye, by their eye, that the camera does not miss. Like when you look into the camera and the light reflects from all these different angles and the light exposes spots. I mean, as a barber, if you want to settle with mediocre work, you can. But in most cases, barbers, as soon as that camera comes out, they're going to get back to work.
Yeah. I was going to have a new barber. I'm just like, bro, why is he using that level? Was that a 5?
Yeah.
I started fucking pinching my hair home. I'm like, yo, fuck. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's just all negotiate on one price.
Bro, who are these guys negotiating? This is where it gets ugly, guys. I'm telling you right now. I don't know who these guys' barbers is, but like if I was their barber right now, I'd be cringing. I would not want to follow through with the rest of this podcast. I'd probably turn it off because this is cold. It's gonna get really cold right now.
20.
Yeah.
I pay my barber $20 and I give him a $5 tip, 25 bucks.
You shouldn't be charging me more because I have a beard. You're not even cutting it. You're just like, look.
It's such a fucking scam, bro.
Yeah, bro. First of all, okay, what about the niggas that don't have a beard? Are you charging them less?
Yeah, they
charge
are.
them 10.
They are, yeah.
Oh, like, charge them 10.
Why,
these fucking barbershops. Let me tell you, these fucking barbershops. Let me tell you, these fucking, because, bro, they have on a menu, right? A barbershop menu.
Yeah.
Haircut, 20 bones.
Yeah.
Haircut plus beard, 35 bones. Where, nigga?
Ooh.
How did you get there?
35?
It's not another head,
that's
bro.
crazy.
How do you get there?
Not another head.
Crazy.
How?
Bro, this is part of this, though.
Okay, chill out. So in Toronto, first of all, Toronto's an expensive city. Okay, Toronto's a very expensive city. I'm not even going to pull up numbers right now to show you how much the cost of living is. I don't care where you're at, Brampton, Mississauga, but Toronto's just expensive, period. I'm in Montreal, so it's a little different out here. But these guys talk about $20 haircuts in Toronto. That's unacceptable. You can't live off of that. Grocery store, everything's more expensive out there. So a $20 haircut, and this is where I would say barbers make mistakes when it comes to pricing. You know what I mean? Is you got to look at what you go home with sometimes. You know what I mean? It can't always be like there's a split. There could be a commission split between the barbershop and the barber, or there could be rent paid. But usually, I would say in Toronto, it's a lot of commission split. You know what I mean? So it'll be split halfway, or 60-40, or 40-60, whatever. So the barber's only keeping a percentage of that amount plus the tip. $20? Imagine you spend $20 50-50. That's $10 for the barbershop, $10 for the barber. Neither side's winning. You know what I mean? Unless the barbershop has a ton of barbers, or if the barber cuts a ton of heads. But imagine doing these like intricate fades. These guys have serious they have like really clean cuts. You know what I mean? So $20, their cuts will take like 45 minutes. If you do the beard, it could take even a little bit longer. And you want a really nice fade for $10 an hour? That'll make no sense. So that's why the cut can't be that price. You know what I mean? Because the level of haircutting right now, the level of skill that goes into a haircut is way up in 2020. It's way up. I could finish your haircut in 30 minutes. Okay, your haircut's complete. It's going to take me another 15, depending on your beard and what you need for your beard, it's going to take you another 15 to 30 minutes. I'm probably going to use more product on your beard. So I'll use the molding cream, diced molding cream to lay down your waves. And then I'll use the beard oil to lay down your beard. You know what I mean? I'm using 2 different products. I'm spending another additional time on to do your beard. Obviously, the price changes. You know what I mean? When they say time is money, time is money. So you want me to just include that in? And a busy barber, let me tell you something about a busy barber, because I've been a busy barber, okay? When I'm booking my cut times, it's 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes for the whole day. You're going like 12 hours, 30-minute intervals. So if I have to take an extra 15 minutes, you basically cut into half of another 30 minutes. So it does make sense. Sometimes you'll take that whole extra 30 minutes depending on your beard. These guys are clean. Don't get it twisted. You want cuts like that. I mean, you could get cheap cuts, but that barber is going to wear out faster. It's just harder work. I don't understand, but your beard and your hair is not the same thing. It's on the same head, but it's not the same thing. It's a different battle. Anyways, the point of this is, let me just break it down really simple. The beard and the hair is two different entities, two different things. It takes more time. If I finish the haircut in 30 minutes, it's going to take me another 10 to 15 to 30 to do the beard. So that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the added time.
Bro, when man's come to the fucking, like, my crib, and it's just like, you know when someone has a fucking...
Bro.
Yo, hold on, man.
Yeah.
$100?
Oh, my God, no.
My fucking Rick Ross, bro. What is...
All right. You know when man's come to the crib, right? And it's just like, I think we talked about this. Yeah, you do something, you have a service, but like, again, with COVID, man's gonna say, oh yeah, we're just gonna throw the tip in there because what? I'm trying to fucking hold back on whatever. Fuck off, man. Cocksucker. So then these barbers come to the crib, and it's like, you're trying to like fucking just extra do everything to say like, yeah, this is the reason. Like, yeah, you know, it's a service. I'm coming to your house to trim you up, and they're just fucking doing all this. I'm like, bro, realistically, I'm a vacuum. I'm a sweep. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, if anything, there's more work for me,
Split
bro.
it. You would come to my house to chill for free. Why the fuck you charge me beer to come on?
Yeah, bro, and this is your passion.
Okay, first of all, you said it's a passion. That's cold. That's cold right there. That's no love. That's no love.
Are you leaving your crib? Yes.
We could have said, we could talk about it.
Bro, you're leaving your cribs and come get this bread.
We try to line up a haircut this week.
Bro.
Hit homie up. I know this nigga charges $100 for a house call.
First off, are you fucking...
So
are you...
A house call, 100 bones. So I messaged him. I said...
Calm down, man. Calm down.
I messaged him. I said, yo.
Okay, so let me break this down. Okay, so the first principle I want all you guys to understand is price is what... As a barber, I'm speaking as a barber, okay? I'll speak as a client next. Price is what they pay. That is what the client pays. Value is what they get. If you want to understand from a barber's perspective what's happening, basically this is the breakdown. It takes 2.5 hours to 3 hours to do a house call. So if we're charging $100 a house call, you're expecting $300. Now, if you work at a shop, you're charging $50 a cut. 30-minute intervals in the shop, so you get 2 haircuts per hour at $50. That's $100 an hour times 3. That's $300. Now you're saying go to do a house call, and these guys are breaking it down like, yo, $40 each, or even if say you want to do even $50 each, that's $150. Okay, $150, but that's gonna take you 3 hours. And let me break down how it takes you 3 hours. So they said they needed 3 cuts. You gotta drive to the person's house. So that's gonna take 30 to 45 minutes. Okay? You drive to the house, you unload your stuff, you gotta carry your stuff all the way up the stairs. You gotta set up. Now you're not set up in the barbershop where you can work efficiently. You're set up in a house where your results are gonna be subpar and the environment is subpar. Like, it's not set up like a barbershop. You don't have the same lighting, you don't have the swiveling chair. You're probably gonna have to crush you, like break your back trying to line them up and get the fade and get under the beard and all that. So that's going to take you a little bit longer if you want high quality results. But let's say it takes you 45 minutes per cut. Okay, 45 times 3. No, it was almost 2 hours. Okay, almost 2 hours to do those 3 cuts. Plus the 30 minutes, plus the 30 minutes to pack up and leave. So that's 3 hours. That's $300. So at the end of the day, $100 for a house call isn't a lot. You know what I mean? I recommend barbers. Charge 200 plus, 300 plus. And you know what? Price is it's dependent on your situation. They're really just charging you. If they're charging $100 for a house call, and at the shop they're charging $40-$50, the prices, they're pretty much making the same thing at the shop. If they're busy barbers, they're making the same as if they were to stay at the shop. Except the shop is just less stress. You know what I mean? You don't got to pack up your stuff. You don't got to unpack your stuff. You don't got to be traveling all over the place. You don't have to worry about traffic. You don't got to worry about gas. The money comes to you. But if you want us to come to you, then you got to show us the money. You know what I mean? So I don't understand what they didn't understand about that. But to drive to somebody's house and only make $120 and spend 2-3 hours at somebody's crib, when your mentality is like, yo, let's I'm out here trying to hustle, trying to get this bread, it don't make no sense. You're making half what you would have made at the shop, and you're causing yourself more stress by traveling and cutting in low subpar environments and all that. You know what I mean? So to me, it's pretty simple.
Yo, like, yo, meet your man Jermaine, trying to get some cuts. Like, what you saying? He's like, yeah, I'll pull up, man. I'm like, all right, how much? He's like, well, hi, I know you guys, so you let me know the price. And I'm like,
What
yo,
the
Never, ever, 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 before I get into justifying $100 haircut price for a house call, never let your client choose the price. If your client's asking you how much it costs, just give them the price. Just give them the price.
Bro, what?
don't tell me to
Don't
tell me to let you
Bro,
know the price, nigga,
my
because
price?
I will
You
say
know my
fucking a toonie, nigga.
Yeah.
A fucking tuny, nigga. Like,
I will say
what's
it's
the
the
price?
It's a $2 coin,
man.
So I consult with Jermaine. I said, Jermaine, you know what? He said name the price. Like, let's fucking. I wanted to move neat. You know what I'm saying? So I said 30-40. Give him some fucking
It was
wiggle
the
room.
That's
curvy
good.
dash, the in between.
Yeah, if you want to say 39, say 39. If you want to take it to 40, I gave you that option. Take it to 40. This
Yeah.
fucking nigga said 50. I just said, you said list your fucking price.
Did
Like,
you please? Okay, tell the story. Sorry,
If that's
I'm
your
getting-
price,
getting hot over here, bro. I'm
It's
getting
about
has
the
to
hot.
start.
The story's
It
about to be
works,
done.
man.
The story's about to be done. He told me
Bro.
list my price. I said 30-40 just to give him some space. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So yeah, you could feel sick about yourself, yeah. Like, you could say 40 and you want that. You want it. You want
Yeah,
it.
you
I'll give
got
you
it.
$40, nigga. All right. This
Yeah.
nigga said 50. Bro, you told me name your price.
So
It's
what?
two different conversations. Like, what are we doing?
So
here?
how did
'Cause
it?
scroll up?
Nothing. It's done. I didn't reply to him.
Okay.
The 50's still there.
It still
50 's
says
still
50.
there?
I have nothing
Okay.
back to say to you.
Last
Yeah.
thing you said was 50.
Put the screenshot up
The
on
last thing he said
up
was
on
50.
the screen.
The last thing he
Bro.
said was 50 bones.
Bro,
And
You
the
gotta
last
tell
thing-
niggas about themselves sometimes because you're wrong for that, bro. You're wrong because you should have said 50 when I asked how much. You shouldn't have said,
Yeah,
I
don't
know you
say
guys.
that.
If that name your don't say
and
that.
don't try and be Mr. Cool Guy.
Yeah,
LOL.
like-
Oh, I know y'all.
Ha. So
I
if you
said,
know
yeah.
me, then know me, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
40 bones.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's-
And
that's-
at
that's
the end of the day,
Jesus.
if you're not doing anything right now and you're coming to the crib to cut 3 mans, what's that? 40 times 3.
This
Right.
nigga, he was mad excited. I'm like, yo, you down to cut us? He's like, yes, sir.
Look at that. Like
I said, what's the price on that? He said, I would have to do a house call. For old time's sake, give me what you're comfy with, so don't stress. I'm like, yo, you know us, bro. LOL. Say the price and we'll see.
I get
Yeah.
comfy.
This nigga said, I'm going to scare y'all off, so I'd rather not. I'm like, yeah, you're about to say 100 or some shit. So he said, yeah, just say it. I said 30-40 for old time's sake. This guy said 50 each.
Bro, like, you're not about to do that, bro. Like, it's
Yeah,
just like,
look, it's just-
at the end of the day,
It's still there. It's
at
still
the-
there. No response.
at
I'm not
the
saying nothing
barber
back.
shop,
Yo, like, just listen to that story. That's a reminder. Never text business. But really, he's worth 50. You know what I mean? But it's just the way he went about it. I mean, you can't really, you just got to accept what the client says at that point. You gave the client the option to choose. So you got to ride with whatever the client says. But I tell you right now, never text business, because look at this. Exposing on the internet. You know what I mean? Exposing on another level. Like, if I was a barber, I'd be hurt right now. I'd be hurt. And there's no reason, like, it's okay. Like, this stuff does happen and mistakes do happen. But in these situations, when you're going to talk about price, pick up that phone and call. Because I'll give you an example. If you text the price now and say your price changes 6 months from now, you're going to have to deal with that conversation where one of your clients might come in and be like, well, yo, last month it was $50. This month you want to charge $100. And they're going to pull out their phone and see, like, last time you charged me 50. And you know, the messed up part is they'll do that in front of other clients. So it's a lose-lose. You know what I mean? Never text business, okay? Never text business.
if you're at the
Crazy, bro.
barbershop and you're charging, like, the haircut there is whatever, 50, 60, you're only getting the tip, which is going to be $5. So now you're coming to my crib and you're making full profit. You know you drive a Honda, so your tank is 20 bones to fill.
Easy.
Even if you don't, bro, like, who
Easy.
fills their gas tank to the brim?
I'm gonna tell you guys this as barbers speaking to clients. I don't know, other barbers, get in the comments if you guys feel differently, but I hate when people count my bread. You know what I mean? I hate, like, if you're gonna run through with me and be like, oh, you count this, you cut this many people today, I'm gonna do the math and then times that by 12 months, and oh, nah, bro, That's cold. That's cold.
Put it to the half point, bro.
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
50, 50, 50. That's 150. Bro, you're going home laughing.
Bro.
Bro, you let that money compound over the span of 25 years. Bro,
man.
I just paid you $100,000 basically.
You guys got to think, like, I don't know how much bread these guys are making, but you guys, like, these guys, Random Order Show, they're making bread off of their likeliness, their content, their passion, their art. Times have changed. Barbers are realizing now that a haircut is not worth $20 in 2020 because it was worth $20 in the year 2000. You know what I mean? It was worth $20 in the year 2000. So when everything else was inflating in price, barbershop prices stayed the same. And now it's just unacceptable. It's not acceptable to be charging that price because you can't grow staying at the same price for 20 years plus. You know what I mean? You can't. So if you look at bus passes, for example, in Montreal, every year that thing's going up like $3. Haircut prices are staying the same. Every year that's been going up $3 for the past 20 years. That'll put you up $60. $60. You know what I mean? $60. So a bus pass used to be $20. Now it's $80. You know what I mean? But a haircut's still $20? Let's break it down like that. And you guys work off your passion. So you guys for sure seen your money change over the course of whatever time you guys been doing this. So, I mean, imagine your money was the same as when you first started. Imagine that. And these guys get nice haircuts.
For a haircut, yeah, nah, man.
Plus
inflation.
Am I the only person you're cutting this?
If I was a barber, I would do house calls for $20.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. If
I don't give
anything,
a shit.
if anything, like I would just make sure like I try to set it up to where I'm like moving around, in that like in a route, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, okay,
bro,
boom,
end of the
boom.
day, that man's gonna keep. If you're cutting my hair for $20, definitely I'll call you maybe every week or every other week.
Bro,
I'll call you more.
Your sales will skyrocket.
Yeah.
Man,
I think 30 is reasonable.
30 is
$20
reasonable.
for the cut,
Very
10 for the house
reasonable.
call.
I'm still happy with that.
That's
I'll close my eyes
reasonable,
hard and do 40.
Unless you're gonna get tips, probably.
No.
Mans don't even want a tip. It's cold. Anyways, barbers, www.damps.ca. We have a few Tip Your Barber capes left. They literally say Tip Your Barber on the cape. And, I don't know if these guys will ever get to see this. But if you guys do see it, do you understand a barber's perspective now? I mean, this was cold, but I can understand how, because barbers have been doing things the same way for so long without, like, that gradual change. So now everything is going from $20 to $50 to $100. You know what I mean? Like it's just exploding, and we're skipping steps because that whole period where everything was kind of just moving up slowly like this, barbers just kept moving like this. And then what we realized was when we were moving straight, it was just really going down. Now we're going up. Take crumbs, make bread. Holla. Shout out to Random Order Podcast. You guys are killing it.
That's him.
This tip shit needs to fucking stop.
Bro, it needs to come to an end. You're still getting water when you come through to my crib.
Still getting water.
Bro, that's your tip.
Why am I tipping you? Why am I tipping?
Good vibes.
I'm just saying, like, whenever
That's
I did
fucking dumb.
pay for haircuts, I would do that.
It just makes no sense because
That's
it's like,
fucking
all right, look,
dumb.
boom. In our case, it's like, we get our cut.
Yeah.
These guys charge us a bill, and then it's like, oh, let me take a picture to show everyone I'm cutting you and like get a little bit of off that.
Yeah.
Damps.